Welcome back, Wolfpack. Rollers here. We have JVP for some Fan Friday action. He has brought us some cool Fan Fridays in the past, and this one probably won't disappoint either. He did the status sweep, and he's done some Togetic powers, so we get to see a lot of really cool things from him. And let's go and see what Sceptile and Thundurus is going to do. Now, it's a Therian Thundurus. You don't see Therian too much, which is pretty interesting, but that's going to be powerful right there. Sceptile going to Mega Evolve into the Mega Sceptile. And that really doesn't give the opposing Thundurus a lot of options, that if he's trying to discharge Lightning Rod, it's going to be a pretty good thing. So, we also see Mega Blaziken. Blaziken's probably just going to protect, that way he gets speed boost, plays it really safe. And yeah, I wonder, like, the Thundurus interaction is going to be pretty interesting, because it's not like you're going to taunt a Therian Thundurus, and you don't really want to do too much else going on. So, there's that. Yeah, Thunder Wave. Lightning Rod is just going to say hello to that Thunder Wave, and that's going to be a free boost for Sceptile. And then this is what I was expecting. I was expecting Therian to just set up, probably Scarf. Probably just Scarf, Thunder Wave, Discharge, set up that Lightning Rod. Now Sceptile should be at +1, but got an extra +1 because of that Thundurus, which is pretty crazy. So, huge amount of speed right there, or not speed. Huge amount of just special attack. Dragon Pulse. Just disgusting right there, just KO. Going to take out the Thundurus. Even with the Citrus Berry, the double focus is enough. And also just understanding, yeah, Blaziken probably just going to protect, and that's going to be bad for it. So now Sylveon comes in. Sylveon's going to want to handle the Sceptile, but Discharge going to give him some more stats, and that's going to be Discharge right there. So I'm not expecting him to take out Blaziken. Blaziken does get paralyzed. Probably not the worst thing because Blaziken, you know, even though it got paralyzed right there, probably wouldn't knock out the Sceptile because it's a neutral hit on Fire-type attacks. And then the Leaf Storm. Oh my goodness! So, you give it special attack, then you can unload a huge Leaf Storm, still at +1. Would have taken some punishment from the Blaziken, but still very threatening right now. And the opponent is going to then send out a Landorus. So, Thundurus, not going to be able to affect him too much. Still did some good damage though. We're just going to see the discharge outspeed, dropping the attack, and the opponent does forfeit, doesn't have anything to handle on this setup with. So that is going to be a quick battle like that. Now, luckily for us, JVP, he sent 2 of these battles with the Sceptile, so let's see if I can find it. Same setup, except Thundurus is going to be on the left this time, but I'm thinking it's going to be the same results, because this is just power. You know, it outsped the Blaziken, got a fortunate paralysis, but at that point, the game was pretty much going to be a 1v3 if Blaziken managed to KO. So not the craziest thing. Mawile going to Intimidate. That doesn't do anything against the special attacking team. Yeah, and oh, the opponent withdraws Terrakion. Terrakion doesn't want to get hit up by the Sceptile, I would imagine, and then goes into Ferrothorn to try to tank the hit as much as possible. Now we're going to see how Mega Mawile, very threatening Pokemon, responds in this setup, or how to respond to the Mega Mawile. This is mostly just from, like, practice, I would guess, just understanding what threats are going to be worse against the team. Now Discharge was going to hit Terrakion. Terrakion can have a Focus Sash, so might have been pretty good. Sceptile, there's that Lightning Rod boost, special attack going to go up, and Discharge, how much is that going to hit Mawile for? Not quite half on the Mawile, Ferrothorn's not going to take a lot, and that's just going to be damage onto the Mawile. So got either predicted the Lander or Terrakion, or just understood Mawile's much more of a threat than Terrakion. So we gotta take it out right there, and it does pay off. So Terrakion going to come in and protect, maybe try to fake out the opponent somehow. So Thundurus going to Discharge, just more stats into Sceptile. Pretty good. Also the Focus Blast is nice against in situations like that. You can't hit with a Dragon Pulse, so it does work out. And a Focus Blast on the Ferrothorn. So pretty much the opponent's team is just Focus weak, and it works out. So Ferrothorn's going to go down. +2 going to be too much to deal with right there. And decent luck, I would say, because Focus Blast pretty risky, and Politoed. So Politoed and Terrakion, these Pokemon are just going to get destroyed right here. Terrakion, he can tank out, but Politoed's going to come in and protect. So Discharge, going to hurt Politoed pretty hard. Discharge is going to break Terrakion's Sash if it does have one. Sceptile just gets more Lightning Rod stats, and we already saw that it's sitting on that Leaf Storm. So Terrakion, go take a solid hit from there. Just go for the Dragon Pulse. Don't need to drop anything. +2 Dragon Pulse, definitely going to be enough to KO the Terrakion. Terrakion goes down, and there's just too much speed. Mega Sceptile is high base speed, dealing with that Scarf. Once you get past that first turn, you just destroy your opponent. So that's going to be the Discharge right there. Politoed, he doesn't want to eat a super effective hit, still a very tanky guy, and then Leaf Storm for the finish. So Politoed going to go down, and that's the game right there. So 2 games won in just 8 turns for this double battle. Not bad, crazy strategy. I wonder how the follow-up is, because I see Noivern. So I guess you just kind of play the Noivern, and you say, okay, Noivern's going to go for just some kind of cleanup, and then you have a tanky Pokemon like Milotic or Tyranitar just to handle their tankier Pokemon, something like that, and it ends up playing out well. So good job, JVP. Another crazy battle, and we have some more Fan Fridays coming up.